Eric, how's it going, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Have you been practicing the gritty?
Yeah, I got a little practice over the off season.
Yeah,
So,
it looks smooth. I thought it worked.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, you guys are one game away now from being ready at end of this preseason for the season. A few new faces, some young players. Just what's your general perception of the group you have?
Yeah, I think it's a strong group. I think getting in guys now towards the end of preseason and letting guys get some minutes under their belt has been good. You got to see a lot of the qualities that some of the new guys have brought. Hasn't been that much due to the fact that we're playing every 2 days, but just in like little possession drills and things like that, you can see the quality that the group has. So I think the group is very excited and looking forward to finishing off this last game tomorrow with a win, get ourselves a win under our belt, and then looking forward to prepare for Vancouver.
In the winger spot, obviously Pedro's moving to left back, and he's shown he can do that. You add Ya, but it's a lot of the same players in there. How important, or I guess, has it been talked about at all? Just how much you all as a group need to step up from the production of last year?
Yeah. Really hasn't been a crazy talking point. Obviously, we were disappointed that from a winger standpoint that we weren't able to get enough goals. But we understand that there's a lot of things that we needed to improve on last year, and we're focusing on first being a more difficult team to play against. A lot of times last year, I think we gave up a lot of easy goals because of the press breaking down or some mistakes. So we want to cut that out, and then we know that the longer the game goes 0-0, we have a lot of quality between myself, Lucho, Yao, Lucas, Pedro, and Steven coming from the outside backs, and then Giassi, Miguel. We know that we're going to be able to create chances. So the most important thing, and I think it's been good throughout the preseason, is that we've been creating a lot more chances. Now it's now more about in that final third being able to calm ourselves down and complete it with quality.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Pat Murphy, followed by Thomas Costella.
Hey, Derek, good to talk to you. You kind of just led into what I was going to ask about the offense starting to click. At least the two preseason games we've been able to watch, it's been sort of a slow trickle. How have you seen the offense in training? I know some of the earlier preseason games you guys were scoring goals. Kind of take us behind the scenes on how that's building.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys are building when you get everyone into preseason. I think the second half of the first game against Miami, I think we started to turn things around and we're able to get in behind the defense well and create ourselves some chances. And I just think that in the last game against Charlotte, we did very well pressing up high, but I don't think we did a very good enough job in creating clear-cut chances off of that. We had a couple of crosses, but I think if take a little bit more risk and try to find the first pass forward, I think that's going to be key for us. But behind the scenes, yeah, I mean, Lucas shows his quality every day. Yao shows his quality more and more. So I'm honestly not worried about us creating chances. I think that it's just a matter of time until it clicks. We haven't had any injuries, which has been great. So the more reps guys get with each other and more comfortability and for familiarity we get between each other, I feel like the goals will start flying because we definitely have a lot of guys here who are creative.
And you mentioned Yao. Specifically, what have you seen from him, especially in training? I know you go on YouTube and you see some pretty ridiculous things he's done in his past. What kind of stuff has he been able to bring to the team?
Yeah, he brings something different. I think we have myself and Lucio are very good in running in behind and good 1v1. I think Yao's another player like that, very quick, very confident, sharp around the box. So I think he's going to give defenders another thing to worry about. To be honest, I'm really excited about the winger positions and how we can fit as a group, I think it's going to be very dangerous, and teams are going to have a lot of problems with dealing with all of us. So like I said, I think it's just a matter of time until everyone gets acclimated and everything is going smoothly. I feel like we're going to be a dangerous team. I think we're going to be a fun team to watch as well.
Thank you, Derek. Next, we'll go to Thomas Castello. And if someone would like a question for Dad, click raise hand.
Hey, Derek, thanks for the time. I appreciate it during the middle of training. Thank you. You talked about the team and how the team is moving towards wanting to be better offensive. Coach Caleb Porter talked about being more vertical, especially in some of the last couple of matches in the preseason here. For you personally coming into the season, what were some of your individual goals? Like, where were you looking to maybe improve, or what were you focusing on in your own game coming into here the 2022 season?
Being more clinical. I thought I put myself in some good spots last year, and I had a couple of chances that I wish I got back. So just trying to be more clinical in that, because I feel like I put myself in good spots. I think I did pretty well with assists last year, but you can always do better. But definitely just trying to be a goal threat to take some pressure off of G and Lucas and Miguel, just to add in there. And I feel like get a early goal early in the season, I think it just sets up well for the floodgates to open. And so for me, that was the most important part. I think I did a pretty decent enough job last year being consistent. But yeah, so I want to create more chances and scoring opportunities for myself, because I feel like I said, it'll help relieve pressure off those guys, and don't always have the pressure on them. And ultimately, that helps the defense as well. If you got a bunch of different goal scorers, you're not really worried about trying to hold on to 0-0 or a one goal lead. I think if the wingers are clinical this year, I think we'll win games 3-4, 4-0. So just continue to be dangerous and just create more goals for myself.
Thank you.
And our last two questions will be Jacob and Pat.
Hey, Derek, one of the encouraging signs last few days has been Artur back and playing. I just wanted to know kind of your thoughts on seeing him back out there again.
Yeah, it's great. Artur is a great player, but even a better person. I think he brings a little bit more personality into the midfield in a different type of way than Marlon and Liam did last year. I think his comfortability with playing with Darlington is something else that we missed a little bit last year as well. But I think we have a lot of depth, especially in that position with the pieces we have. But yeah, it's good to see him back. It was a long road for him. He worked extremely hard to get back to this point. So it's always good to see a fellow teammate who has a setback like that able to come back, and it looks like he's getting back into the swing of things. He's moving well, playing well. So hopefully that continues, and it just adds on to the incredible depth we have in this club.
Final question, we'll go to Pat.
Derek, you just mentioned trying to get a goal early in the season. I know you finished each of the last 2 years strong with MLS Cup and the way last year ended. What is the key for you to start the season that way and kind of carry throughout?
I think it's just having the same mentality I had towards the end of the year. I think I said this early in the year. I was trying so hard to help Lucas and other guys get involved that I was passing up opportunities for me to kind of take responsibility and find a play that I know I can make. So I think towards the end of the year I started more being more direct very early on, taking my chances with whether that's dribbling, running in behind, playing someone in behind. I think if I start that mentality earlier, I think that that causes defenders to have to take a second look, and they have to think more about not just having to deal with just Lucas or just G or just Miguel or just Pedro or any of those guys. So I think if I just take a more aggressive approach starting on earlier, I think that it'll set myself up well, and I think ultimately will help the team.